Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. And today is Chapter 8, Season 4, Week 3 out of 12. We are officially in the map progression stages of this season. There's going to be one more baseline update where it's just the cellular corruption. And then we're going to have a Halloween update, and then we're going to have the Chapter 8 finale sort of build-up location. Because yes, this is the final season of the chapter, and I also have the finale of Chapter 8 already complete. We are already done with that, and honestly, I'm very, very, very excited for what is about to come for the story, because whew, it's gonna be a fun finale that we experience this chapter. But we should probably run over to the first location of change, which is down in the southeast. You can kind of see it above Los Lujo, which is the big city on that bottom island. Yeah, you can see it right now. It replaced Cheesy Chimes, sadly, but it is a very, very cool and unique POI. Let's go ahead and look at it. As you can see, it's a bit of like a cathedral that's been kind of just plopped down here. Honestly, I kind of like this more than Cheesy Chimes a little bit. I don't remember where the name or the sign for the POI name is here. But I do believe this. Oh, that is really creepy. I do believe the name of this POI. Oh, what was it? Sanguine Sanctum, I think. I think that's what it was. So yeah, that's no, yeah, that's definitely the name of the POI. That's the name of this POI. And as you can see, once we kind of go up here, you can kind of see the veins have sort of destroyed the roof. You have this pool of red goop. Right there. Down here you have a bit of a upper little area near the buttresses and belfry towers. And right down here you kind of have another blood pool, which is very creepy, but of course it's meant to be sort of creepy. And you get to look out on the beautiful views of this world, including Los Lujo and the Alpines. I do also plan for there to be kind of like a send-off video for this chapter. I didn't do that one. I didn't do one of those for ever. I think I've never done that for one of my maps. But I do plan for there to be a video where I kind of, like, it's not going to be a commentary video, but it's just going to be a video based on kind of looking back at all the areas in Chapter 8, finding the areas I thought were most pretty and beautiful, and sort of just making a compilation video of these places, which I think would be very, very cool. And also, you have the wonderful Chapter 8 finale that we're building up to. I don't know when the first teaser for that's going to come out, but I do plan for there to be at least one, maybe two. I also don't know if there is going to be a mini movie this chapter, given the fact that I do plan for there to be more than one mini movie in the season after this. And I also do plan for there to be an event in the season after this. So we're going to have an event this season and an event next season, because next season really sets up the Chapter 9 story. And now you may be wondering what the heck is going on over here. You may have remembered in the Chapter 8 Season 3 mini-movies, you were kind of located in a weird backrooms-like space. That was known as the House with No Windows. And today, we finally can explore that place. I would also like to explain a little bit of the Chapter 9 story, or Chapter... Ooh, nope, no spoilers. Chapter 8, Season 3 story here. Chapter 8, Season 3 is a little bit of a weird one because it was kind of going down the analog horror route, because I always kind of wanted a season that had a bit of a story like that. Um, and it's very simple to explain. The entity was not yet in a physical 3D dimension yet, but it was able to slowly manifest itself into the world. And also, I'm just going to kind of go through these tunnels because I don't really remember the actual ways through these places. But, you sort of. You kind of get to see the POV of the people that the entity killed throughout the entirety of the season in all of its mini movies. And that's just because naturally the mini movies of that season are a lot more focused in the story of the characters rather than anything else. Um, Gotta remember how to get through these water tunnels. Um, but you also get to see a very important POV of one of the main characters of the story, and that is Johnson. Johnson was being hunted by the entity, and when you're hunted by the entity, you go into this place. You kind of get sent to this weird liminal dimension that kind of tricks you, I guess, kind of makes you think things aren't as they are, pretty much. That's just kind of the baseline story explanation. And they kind of make you remember things of your past that you kind of purposely blanked out, which is why this is here. Because I'll go into Johnson's backstory in a later video, a storyline explanation video. But Johnson has some trauma. And as we know, the entity attacks based off of trauma. Its entire thing is if the person I'm hunting is traumatized, then I can easily get rid of them. That's pretty much its whole philosophy, and it makes it easier for it to tear people to shreds, technically. Uh, and it is an incredibly grim fate that you can befall if you get hunted by the entity. And it's pretty much guaranteed death whenever you get hunted by it. You don't really have an easy way out, pretty much. You just kind of are expected to die. So, yeah, that's just that's that. That's that part of the story. Um but sorry, got to get my thoughts in order. Throughout the season, you don't know it, but you're following Johnson's POV in these backroom tunnel like corridors. Uh, and in the end, also there's some rooms that weren't featured uh, in the video, but I will go over them here. Um, where was I? It's a very uh dark season. A lot of the themes are actually based on multiple psychological disorders like PTSD. Uh, there's also depression, which is one of them, and there's the overarching thing of the season is Johnson's struggle. And I won't explain exactly what the entity is a symbol of or its actual like story is. I'm not going to explain exactly what is here. Also, this is all above the chapter 7 map. I won't go into depth about like what exactly it is just yet because I will explain that later on. But it is a very, very specific thing that's very dark. But I suppose that's pretty much it. In the end, Johnson ends up dying, which is sad. Johnson is the second main character death of the story, and I guarantee you there's going to be more. Chapter 9 is not protecting these individuals at all. And I do also want to say Chapter 9 is likely to have at least one main character death. And then Chapter 10 after that is probably going to have at least one or two more. So, yeah. It's gonna be a very, very big storyline shift that I'm going for in Chapter 9. But I think that's about it for this update video. Oh, also, the entity used the bodies and the bodies of people it's killed to create the cellular biome. So, yeah, in tandem with the Abyssal Serpent. There will be a voice line video coming out probably today, and that will be targeted for the storyline. And there will be an update every 3 weeks. So week 6 will have an update, week 9 will have an update, and then week 12 will have the final update along with the finale event. So, I suppose that's it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Goodbye.